How you doing? I'm Peter Paletti, Director of Admissions here at Coyne College, and today we are going to talk about the HVAC, heat and air conditioning, ventilation, refrigeration career. I've got 3 instructors with me today, and I'd like to introduce them and ask them just to say a few things about Coyne College and what Coyne College can do for the prospective student, that being you. Just to my right is Mr. Tim Lesh. Mr. Lesh here is in the heat and air conditioning program, or specifically the air conditioning, right?
Yes, at this time.
Okay. And Mr. Phil Rizzo in the middle with the nice looking shirt on. I'm not sure all the things that you do. I know you do electrical servicing right now, but I know you do other things. And Mr. Mike Voidick is on my far right. Residential construction, sheet metal, jack of all trades. Is that if I'm correct on that?
Troubleshooting, heating.
So quite a few things. I'm going to flip back over here to Mr. Lesh, and if you could just tell the audience whatever you want to say. If you know, I know that you're a Coyne graduate from quite a while ago. Maybe you want to start there. And just let's have at it.
I did attend Coyne back in the Fullerton location. It's been about 27 years ago. Been involved in the HVAC business since that time. I had my own company here in the Chicagoland area for about 27 of those years doing residential and light commercial. We also got involved with geothermal, photovoltaic, and solar thermal. I think this is a very good program at Coyne, mainly because of the 2 gentlemen to my right and the vast experience that we bring to Coyne as being involved in the industry, hands-on type training in the field, and the experiences that we learned in the field. Between the 3 of us, we probably have about 90 years of experience, or close to. I think that adds a lot to our curriculum. It gives the students a lot of different experiences to draw from. We all have a little bit different viewpoints and technical abilities, but between the 3 of us, and including the rest of the HVAC instructors, I think our students can come away with a very good knowledge of the HVAC industry.
Awesome. Mr. Rizzo.
How you doing? Right now I'm teaching electrical servicing. I'm also teaching some heating classes, and I've taught sheet metal and some other stuff. I come from a mainly residential background, light commercial, from anything from duct work to boilers to new construction to retrofits, big steam boilers. So a little bit about everything here. And like Mr. Lesh has said, the instructors there have a vast knowledge in the workforce. We have refrigeration guys, we have heating and air conditioning guys, we've got sheet metal guys, we've got guys that are real good with curriculum and layouts and lesson plans and stuff like that, and we work really well together. We don't let our egos get in the middle of what we're talking about. If one of us isn't sure about something that we're teaching, or somebody has a question that we may not run across every day, we have no qualms with going to one of the other instructors and seeking out the correct information to give to the students, because let's face it, that's why we're here, is to pass on the correct information. The instructors here are always willing to give extra time. Coyne College has a great refrigeration program, a great heating and air conditioning program, and we just extended some of the classes in our degree program, which are fantastic. We're going to be doing duct design, making more duct fittings in our sheet metal lab. We're actually going to be installing ductwork furnaces in our advanced installation class. I mean, this is a great opportunity. You go through the HVAC program at Coyne College, you can get a job practically anywhere.
Outstanding. Mr. Boyer.
My background is 35 years on the North Shore. Learned a lot about boilers, hot water boilers, steam boilers, and actually way more than forced air. As a supervisor the last 12, 15 years, ran a few crews. I think about Coyne like McDonald's. McDonald's would not exist if we didn't train guys to take care of McDonald's from day one. We train guys to take care of ice cube making. I met one guy who was all ice cube makers. That's all he worked with. And then I thought about it. McDonald's is open practically 24 hours, cranking out, even orange juice gets ice in it, you know, for instance. All the syrups, all the appliances, that comes out of our trade too. Working on the griddles. Fryers need ventilation. You're on the roof, you gotta change out the fans, okay? Not to mention the walk-in freezers and refrigerators. Also, obviously, heating during the winter time and air conditioning for the summer. Gotta cool that place. McDonald's wouldn't exist without our industry. And we're just like a hand, okay? We take care of the palm of the hand. Guys can go in heating, air conditioning, refrigeration, appliances, stationary engineering. I just like the field because I like old houses. I bought a few old houses. I borrowed tools from my boss. He had no problem with me using a 40-foot ladder at home to work on my houses. Or if I have to blow a hole in the foundation, a 1-inch hole or whatever, I could use a rotary hammer. It just worked out for me with older homes. It's a decent trade. It's a decent trade.
All right. Two questions came up in my mind as we're talking. You talked about I think it was you, Mr. Rizzo, talking about the advanced courses in the degree program. Many people come into the school and they look for our guides and want to know which one is a better fit. We've got a diploma program. It's a fast track program. It gets you out. It's an outstanding program, but it is a little bit of a faster program. It's 42 weeks during the daytime. For someone coming in and they've got time on their hands and they want to get the best training possible, would you say that the degree program is by far a better choice, and where is that going to get them? Or is, in certain circumstances, is the diploma program an adequate one for certain circumstances?
Well, I feel that either program is fantastic, and a lot of it is determined by the person's personal situation. Some people are changing careers midlife, and they have a family, and they have bills, and they've got things built up. They need to change their career. This is a fantastic industry to get into. There's always work. It's not something that can be farmed out to other countries. We have to physically be here to do it. For somebody like that, the diploma program is great. You get in, you learn what you need to learn to start off in this business, and you get out there and you start working. On the other hand, somebody that has the time, has the extra money, and can afford to go through the associate program, you are going to learn a little bit more. Okay? Aside from the gen eds, we go into a little bit deeper working in the sheet metal lab. We have a few extra classes that they don't offer for the diploma program. So if you can do that, I think long term, for somebody who's maybe looking to be an engineer or maybe looking to be a job foreman or something, that associate's degree could mean the difference between a promotion and staying as a subordinate.
I have a little bit different view. I've had students ask me, what do you think about the associate degree? We live in a democracy. I think the more education we have, the better our BS detectors are, be it in the political or wherever sphere. The more we read and think and talk, I think that's important. As far as the industry goes, I've hired guys as a supervisor, and I could give them tests so I know what's in their brain, but I don't know what's in their heart. Mm-hmm. And I think an associate degree shows that they have more fire in the belly, if you will, just because they stayed around longer and they had to work longer and harder to get that degree. Mm-hmm. So I think the level is being raised in our industry. Is it a necessity? I'm not going to say it's a necessity, but I think it looks good on your resume.
Absolutely, and these technical courses, you're going to always come away with something extra when you're taking those extra courses. And the thing that I was going to say, in addition to what I already said, the other thing that came to my mind was when you are going to school, when you're thinking about going to school, if you're a younger student, maybe you want to get in and get out, you want to come in during the daytime. There may be situations with an older guy or female that wants to come in and they've got family obligations or they've got something going during the day. we've got still a good, decent, relatively paced program at night, which goes just 3 days a week as opposed to 4 days a week. So someone who wants to go to school at night in the HVAC program is certainly possible. So if you're 40 years old and you've got kids and what have you, you can still come to school, get this new education, and get out and start working.
And there are older guys at night that are in the same position.
Yeah.
They're there to learn.
Right.
And you have good war stories.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have the young kids who don't have the war stories. You got older men, typically men, who have good stories, know why they're there. Take it much more seriously.
And other than the length of time for the classes, you'll learn the same exact thing. We have a 12-day or a 24-day lesson plan for each class, and whether you come days or nights, you're going to learn the same exact information. You're going to get the same exact training. It just takes a little longer at night because you only come 3 days a week.
Very good. I appreciate your time, guys. This was fantastic. Listen, these guys is a fraction of the instructors that you're going to be running into in the HVAC program. I encourage you, if you like what you hear, give your admissions contact a call. Come on in and see the school. I know this is a webinar. This is just to give you the information for you to know, yes, this is a good fit for me. I think I want to know more. Give us a call, 577-8100-773, and we'll get you taken care of. Thanks a lot, and back to the webinar.